Don't Luke Electronics. The Alpha Geek geeking out.
Luke, speaking.
Hi. Me, before talking and talking and talking. Because was good and process is good and talking is good too. But conferences or the now Aphasia talk little and me voice is bad. Tools and electronics good, but talk is bad. So conference bad because voice good, bad, and talk the electronics, but
the local organization of theater is very straightforward. We have a server, and the server has two main applications running on it. An application for management and configuration, so you set up all your sales unit, you set up your schedules, your staff and everything on that thing, and all the information resides on the server. And also the server has what's called a transaction server that handles all the transaction from the ticketing machines, the concession machines, the kiosk and everything. So, and all of those transaction server are independent. So if for some reason there's some problem with the network part of the kiosk, the ticketing machine will keep working and the concession machine will keep working. In a very large system, you might even think of putting those on different machines to make sure that you have system or splitting them on two different machines on a very big system, so that would be very, very convenient for people. The system is that modular. The only thing you need to know is this machine needs the internet address of this machine and vice versa, and that's the only thing that you know. So if we have a server with two, it could be three different internet addresses, and the system would, like, it's totally transparent.
¿Cómo empezó el vino? Difícil de ver aquí, pero estás un grupo de pájaros borrachos a la base de un árbol con equipo que tiene muchas frutitas. Yo vivió la misma experiencia cuando estaba bien chiquito con mi mamá. Estábamos pasando todos los veranos en la casa de campo de mi abuela. Y un día estamos escuchando un ruido bien fuerte con pájaros que están locos. Y nos fuimos a investigar y tiene un arbolcito cerca de la casa que está lleno de frutitas rojas como una cereza, algo como eso. Y las frutas no se cayeron, empezaron a fermentar en el árbol. Y el problema es que cada frutita está con una botella chiquita de vino. Y los pájaros se fueron a comer eso y se emborracharon. Y aquí todos los pájaros están en el suelo, todos borrachos. Y en mi caso, todo tiene unos que están en los árboles gritando, unos en el suelo borracho, unos durmiendo y todo, y unos volando como locos. Y si un pájaro puede conocer la plaza de los vinos, los primeros hombres, está diciendo cerca más o menos de 9.000 años antes de Cristo, empezaron a ver qué está pasando con los pájaros y ellos se ponieron, ¿por qué está ahí? Vamos a comerle, va a tener el mismo efecto, se siente bien y vamos a ver si podemos hacer eso con esta. Y realmente el vino empezó con eso. Yo estoy seguro que los primeros hombres en el mundo pueden estar justo.
Hi there, I'm Luke, the Alpha Geek. I want to welcome you today to my new blog about all things technology. I started with being interested in technology in my late teens when I was processing black and white photos in my basement, and I didn't have the money to buy a dedicated timer to print the photos, and I remember seeing a project in some magazine where you could use a 555 timer IC with an LED to build a rudimentary timer, and more than 40 years later I still have some 555 ICs in my toolkit with LEDs and things like that. So things haven't changed, and these days they say that they're still building more than 1 billion 555 timer ICs a year. So some of the old technology that works doesn't change. What we'll be doing over the next few months and years is talking about everything from programming for web, mobile devices, desktop application for both Linux, Windows, the Mac OS, and things like that, microcontroller programming, and all things electronics.
Hi, let's shield display. Arduino Uno Proto Shield screws. Where to erase shield switch. Where to erase shield switch. Barrel count knobs. Pixel puts knobs. Resistor jumper. Breadboard. USB plug. That's it. Before kids and me read books, because before books, because that is and go swim and back and read and back, but here too, me building for the woods and like before, like go here for this and
Follow us. The Alpha Geek. Curriculum Vitae. Don Luke Electronics. JLP Consultants. Facebook. YouTube. Twitter. Pinterest.